Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, okay, wasn't expecting that.
Vital signs stabilizing.
So, last time we played, well, I mean, hopefully you saw it, but we got a whole bunch of, what is that? Okay. We got a whole bunch of, like, blueprints and stuff like that, and we're now kind of ready to get started making stuff. I've got a lot of materials. We probably need a little bit more to finish up everything, but, you know, I've got enough for us to get started. Not so bad on the surface when the weather isn't awful. So anyway, I was briefly thinking about, you know, potentially doing like a stream for this, but I'd like to take a little bit longer before I quite get back into streaming. It's been busy lately. It really has. And so, while in some ways streaming is a little, you know, less work, at the same time, while I'm still trying to figure out settings for this new place, in terms of like internet speed and stuff like that, it's definitely, let's try that. Yeah, that helps with that. Sorry, it definitely helps, that I don't have to worry about configuring stuff. Like, I know how to record a video. But having to set up streaming in a new place with different internet speeds and potentially less responsive, less useful internet is not something I really want to deal with right now. So we'll do it again later on. Okay. So let's start looking. Okay, so first thing, we need this mobile vehicle bay. Can't really do a whole lot without it. Titanium ingot, lubricant, and computer chip. Now for computer chip, I need that coral sample, gold, and copper wire. Which I thought... Oh, let's eat that. No, we can't. Not in this menu. Oh yeah, I do have a titanium ingot. Okay. I thought that... I had some, there's... Not the computer chip. Oh, wait, access... Oh, open storage. Yeah, there we go. That's where it was. And I need some of that lubricant, too. Okay. So good news is that it seems like recording stuff is going fine. I think the air conditioner and the microphone do a pretty good job of keeping the loud bird noises out I was mentioning before. You guys, I'm almost certain, couldn't hear it at all. Which is good. And so we were able to keep the bird noises out and cover them up with post-processing. I don't know how that will fare in terms of oh, not you. Stay away from me. How that'll fare in terms of like live recording, because I don't do any post-processing on a live recording, but just something to keep in mind. Okay, we do get cold while we're out here, so I do need to be careful. So to make a sea truck, titanium ingot, advanced wiring kit, glass, lead, and power cell. The advanced wiring kit's probably going to be the most difficult for me to make right off, so let's focus on that first. So I know we'll need some silver for sure. We'll probably need more. Which is not in here. I've got some. Somewhere. Good thing there's only two inventories for me to worry about so far. Alright, advanced wiring kit requires a wiring kit. And a computer chip. So I will need Some more of that coral sample and some more copper ore. Which I don't have any more copper ore right now. We also need a titanium ingot. Oh, one more. Titanium ingot. And usually, this is just how you make tougher, bigger things, is you just get titanium ingots, and then you need like 8 of them, and you have to add some plasteel to them, and you know that's how you make the more big ship things. Okay. I like the peepers. They have nice big eyes. I'm really enjoying playing this at 1440p. It does look like the recording software might... I don't know. I'll have to see how it looks afterwards. It's not telling me that it's having any slowdown, but it does look slightly jittery, although I think that happened in the past before. And it turned out to be perfectly fine. Look at this cool area down here. This is neat. I love the glow these things give off. Sorry, I momentarily forgot what I'm doing down here. These glowing caves are really cool, though. Ah, hello. As long as you don't bother them, you should be fine with us. Right, okay. So, this is good time, I think, for that mineral detector. We need to find... Oh, I think it's storming up there again. We need to find some more copper, for one. Yeah, it is. It's coming down. Which luckily, we should be able to find pretty easily. We'll need titanium as well, so any titanium we end up grabbing instead will be pretty useful as well. That's not getting it from that. We need to find the table coral sample, which is somewhere. Wonder if the mineral detector can find that. It's not a mineral, so not really. Alright, fair enough. So anyway, as I previously mentioned, I do really like this game. It's definitely really nice for kind of relaxing too, you know? Like, while obviously there are
Oxygen.
some scary, you know, monsters in the ocean, it's relatively calm overall. Like, at least in this area, like when you're doing base building, I should say, when you're in a safe area, it is a relatively calm game. Oh, I don't have you yet? Thought I would have gotten you already. You know, it's fun just to float around and have a whole lot of not bad things happen, make a little base. Kind of... Oh, near kelp already. Kind of Minecraft-y in a way. I used to play a lot of Minecraft as... if anybody's been around for a while, might have seen me play it in the past, though that was years ago. Just kind of be able to relax and float around and make things.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I think that table coral sample is going to be the hardest thing. Ooh, we got the northern lights again. Hey, they really are beautiful. Ooh, stay away from him. Yeah, we still got some room. And also get rid of that shaving kit at some point soon. They don't seem to come after you all the time. And they make a pretty distinct noise when they do, so... There was like that one time where I got kind of close to one, and yeah, and they don't... Well, maybe he is chasing me a little bit. He's not going very fast. I do have extra propulsion after all. So maybe, you know, maybe they're not that dangerous. Alright, well, I'm going to look around for some table coral sample. If I don't find it pretty soon, we'll just make a little video cut until I get some, because... Oh. Yeah, out of battery. Because I don't think we're going to necessarily find it that quickly, and I don't feel like you're missing out on a whole lot. Jeez. I don't feel like you're missing out on a ton by me not bringing you along for the ride to find some. So... Frost anemone. Well, if it's anything like a regular one, I would be kind of worried it's going to shock me. There we go. So yeah, this big area where we saw that guy with the big teeth does look like it has table coral samples, which is good. So I will stay in this area for a little bit and try to grab, because we're going to need quite a few.
Warning.
If we want to make any kind of things in the future for this. So I'll stay in this area and see if I can basically fill up my inventory. That'll give me a couple computer chips. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. I've been hearing some noises and I couldn't quite tell where he was. On the plus side though, there really only seems to be about one of them in the area, so maybe I can, as long as I keep an eye on him, I can explore reasonably safely. Alright, welcome back. And let's say that's one of the good things about not choosing to stream, or at least not all the time. Streaming's good for, you know, exploration and stuff like that in a game like this. Not so much for,
survival rate would be greatly enhanced with the construction of an underwater vehicle.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. I lost track of what I was trying to say, but yeah, so, like, collecting materials, not so good for a stream, so... It's probably better to do it this way. For right now, once we get a good something to go do, I wouldn't mind doing a little more streaming. Alright, computer chip. And now we can make the advanced wiring kit. Okay. We need to make a power cell. That's 2 batteries in a silicone rubber. Which I believe we should still have some. Power cell's just like a big battery. Okay. Should be able to see what I need to make that. Okay. 2 glass and 3 lead, and we'll be done. So, 1 lead. Gonna have to go find some more. I think some of the rocks in the area have a chance to contain it. We'll need a little bit more quartz as well. Is it 2 glass or 3 glass? 2 glass. So 1 more quartz. And do I have 2 lead? I do have 2 lead. So one lead, 1 quartz. And we should have everything that we'll need at that point. Which quartz will be pretty easy to find. Lead is just I have to find the right rock and then get lucky. It's a chance. Nice thing though is they'll tell you based on which rock you're looking at if it has a chance for, you know, whatever mineral you want. I could use my mineral scanner too, but I have a feeling if we just look for a minute, we'll probably find it. Oh, there's our quartz. We also need to make a battery charger. We're going to run out of those before too long. Alright. Mineral finder. What was that? Fragment? Oh, fragment. Okay. Chance of lead. Okay. Guess we just swim around for this for a moment until... Yep. Haha! There we go. Alright, that works pretty cool. I actually kind of like that. It's not... I know that the scanner room in the first game could do like a similar function to that, but it's nice to see that that's something a little more handheld and not... I remember the scanner room being kind of like a mid-game thing, so it's nice to not have that be a mid-game thing necessarily. And I should mention, last time I bumped it up to 1440p. Looked fine on my end, although I realized I still had OBS set to 1080, so it didn't really make a difference on your guys' end. Now I've actually bumped it up to 1440p, which I'm hoping doesn't cause any problems. I might actually stop the recording just a little bit, just to double check, you know. Because I don't want it to be too choppy. Alright, one more glass. We have the lead. We should have everything we need. We do. Yeah, so let me stop the recording for just a moment, and I'm going to get right back. Just want to make sure. Alright, so it looks fine, honestly. I think it looks choppy because it's only recording at 60 FPS, which is lower than my monitor, so that probably is something to do with it. But it looks fine. Okay. So, now we're going to head back over here. Hopefully not get hit in the head with hail. Guess it's okay. And we're going to go ahead and make our vehicle. I made sure to put this in a little bit of deeper water, so we don't really have to worry about it getting stuck, you know. Oh, it's getting red out here. Alright. And that is going to be our sea truck. So how do you get in? Is it just like a glass hatch or something? Enter in through a hatch in the top? So interestingly, even though we only used one power cell to craft it, it has two, which you can swap out. It's kind of actually neat. You can swap out from the outside before we have the option to, you know, internally swap out a battery like this. Sea truck. It's kind of cool, and I mean, it is just a cab right now, but as we've learned, it can be so much more. Okay, so the sea truck represents quite a few things for us. Represents the ability to murder a fish very easily. Not going to run away from us anymore. But it represents oxygen at any point, like a portable oxygen source. I guess temperature protection if we're on the surface of the water, maybe? That one I don't know about so much. It does tell you the temperature of the water that you're in. That's kind of neat. And it's a portable light source that you can actually get out of and then, you know, have it shine light on an area that you're working on, which is pretty cool in especially dark areas. So it represents a lot of things for us. Now, right now, there's not a whole lot going on with it, but let's go back into here and see some of the other things we can make. So we can increase the depth. I believe right now it's like 150 meters. So we're going to want to keep that repair tool on us. And I think that's the only thing we can actually make for the sea truck right now. I don't think we can make any of the attached modules. Okay, habitat builder. That's the next one. Wiring kit, computer chip, and battery. We will need some more silver. And really, we can't make much of the other base stuff until we get the habitat builder started, like any of the things that go inside of a base, you know. And you don't see those crafting recipes, like, they're not in the fabricator. You see them from the crafter thing or whatever, so. Let's go ahead and make that. So wiring kit, computer chip, and battery. We should be able to make a computer chip. Gold and copper wire. Need a little bit more copper. So I think that, let's see. Limestone chunk. We'll definitely get some more use out of this thing. There we go. Oh yeah, and I guess the other thing you can say about the sea truck is it represents protection as well. So if we're out there with from what I understand, it's going to be the same as a sea moth. It won't protect against a leviathan. But any of those like medium-sized creatures that can attack us can't really get to us inside of there. And so we should be relatively safe. And because it has speed, we can also get away from dangerous things as well. So some copper wire, computer chip, a battery, and a wiring kit. More copper. Okay, and we need some silver as well, so I'm going to go out and look for that. There we go. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. I got to get a little bit of silver. I think silver might have been in that cave we were in. This would be a good point to start making beacons, by the way, but... Anyway, so we'll take the sea truck out. You can see at the top of the screen, the 150 is going to be our maximum depth for the way it's currently configured. Let's see. I think Delta Station Dock was the direction I was heading, yeah. If I can find that, that little floating thing on the surface, whatever that was, the little platform with like the sparking... Yeah, that thing. I can find that cave again, and might be able to find those rocks I went easier. And the batteries last a pretty decent amount of time in this vehicle. If it's anything like the Sea Moth, which, you know, it seems like it basically is. So, shouldn't really have to worry too much about it. And as you can see, like, it's really nice that we can get all the way down here with a portable oxygen source. And not have to worry about, you know, by the time we get down here, we've already used up, you know, like 20% of our oxygen just to get down here, right? So it's actually pretty nice for that sort of thing. So, I'm going to look for this, and we will be back. Alright, so I got what I needed. The deposits, by the way, are kind of like a dark red iron color. But since we're down here, I'd like to venture a little further down if we can. As long as you go slow, you usually won't really do much damage. I'd like to see if we can venture down here a little farther, because we got into this next room of the cave and then kind of stopped. Mostly like for oxygen reasons. All those are sounds of us smacking into fish, by the way. They don't take a lot of damage before they go down. I don't think... Well, maybe I did go all the way in here. I can't remember. Dang, these fish. There are a lot of roots, though, that are kind of getting in my way. So I'm on the lookout for more silver, because in the first game, and it seems like this is going to be the same, you never really have enough silver. Oh, crap. That's going to do some damage. Okay. If I can lure him out and then run away, I could probably get up here and get away from him. We can get through here without a problem. Alright, let's get out. We're good. We're good. We might have taken slight damage from bumping a wall, but that's much less than that crash would have done to us. I think you can withstand one hit. What the heck is that? Is that alive? It's definitely warming up down here. Yeah, I see 37, 39. That is, yeah, that's a thermal vent thing, so. There's some bad noises down here. I don't see any more of those deposits around, though. Alright, so that is a geothermal vent over there. We don't want to go over there because I believe that will do a lot of damage to our vehicle. Not like we can't make another one, you know, but we just made this, and it requires some materials that are a little bit expensive to us at this time. Ooh, that's a creature egg.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Sea monkey egg. Alright. Laser cutter fragment. Neato. We need some more of those. Laser cutters. Ah, here we go. That's what I was looking for. Some more silver. Laser cutters are cool. For, there's like certain doors that you can't get through without them.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I'd say it'd be reasonable for us to get down here, but it'd be pretty difficult. Let's make sure we don't run into any crash.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, I really, honestly, I do not want to go in there. Okay. Yep.
Oxygen.
See, this is when you can be like, and then you get another, really, like 2 or 3 seconds at the depth we're at, but that's okay. Okay, well, we got some silver. That should be enough for us to make a wiring kit. Maybe 2, I think, at this point. We'll definitely need 1 for the builder, and then we probably need 1 for... I mean, we almost certainly need them for other things as well, but... oh yeah, you can also access your inventory in here, which is nice in case, you know, you haven't really been able to repair your vehicle, for example, and you don't want to get out and mess with inventory, or get out any longer than you have to, I should say. Yeah, they do that a lot. Okay, well, yeah, let's go ahead and get back to the base, see if we can make that builder, and then we'll start doing a little building. Like to, I mean, normally the way I would do this is make a little starter base. Near your main base, but, I mean, you could do it whatever. I don't know if we can get out this way. This looks like a swimming-only route. Maybe here? Yes, we can. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, let's head back to the base. See, okay, I feel a little bad about this one, but yeah. That's what you get. That's what you get. Okay, let's get away quickly. It was a thing said about this game. I've heard that they, you know, unlike a lot of survival games, there's no guns because it's not really meant to be like a you as a violent character kind of game. You're more of like a pacifist kind of character, although then again you're eating fish, so maybe not, but I think that kind of goes away when you can smack a fish. Because that's the thing, is that all it costs once you have the repair tool is electricity, which can be relatively easy to get more of, especially once you can recharge your batteries. So you can get rid of a large, angry fish by just ramming into it. Alright, so first off, let's cook some fish. The water's always a problem, as, you know, would be in real life, mind you. The food's not so bad, especially considering you can overfill your food bar. Okay, wiring kit and battery. And I also got a little copper while I was down there so we can make the battery. And habitat builder.
Adding emergency shelter blueprints to your databank.
This will be one that we'll kind of keep on our hotbar most of the time.
You can construct sea bases from raw materials, advising against exploring a frozen water continent without a base. No bed, no storage, no place to put a fabricator module. No fun.
So we can make it pretty close by, but I'd like to give us at least a little bit of a better view than in the immediate, like, super shallow area right there. Do we want to make it in the sea monkey cave? Probably not. This area is not too bad, though. Gonna have some sea monkeys around it. Don't necessarily want that. Maybe we'll go a little bit more dangerous. Not quite to where the big angry fish is, but we could set up a base. Yeah, under this little lightning thing. That might not be a bad spot. Maybe on this shelf here? About 40 meters down. Nice big view of that area. That would be kind of cool. Let's go ahead and set up our base here. I did not actually double check to make sure that I had materials needed to make a base. Alright. So the first thing we're going to want is a hatch and probably a multi-purpose room. That'll give us kind of the most utility. So we need 7 titanium and a quartz. We might actually be able to get all that out here. And we'll definitely go back at some point to get more supplies. We should be able to get everything we need out here, I think. Assuming there are any rocks anywhere. I feel like I must be going right by them.